Hello everyone, my name is Taylor and welcome to 2K Central. I hope you guys are doing well. It's actually coming, and as am I. But yeah, this is the last news video for Mafia 3 that we will be doing before the game has been released. So we decided to put together a list of every character we've seen in the game. Now obviously because I haven't played the game, this is quite difficult in terms of in-game characters who haven't been in trailers, etc. But I'll do my best to name every character that we and the Mafia community have seen. And I'll give a line to describe each character's role in the game, but I won't be going into depth. We want to leave you guys some surprises. Okay, so first, the main characters. We have obviously Lincoln Clay. He's the protagonist. He's shot and he's betrayed by the Italian mob during the Night of Blood, in which he loses his second family and he desires vengeance against those who are responsible. His allies are Cassandra, that is Lincoln's underboss and leader of the Haitians. Thomas Burke, he is also Lincoln's underboss and leader of the Irish mob. He has a beautiful accent. Mine told me to say that. Vito Scaletta is Lincoln's underboss as well, who leads an Italian mafia, and he is the main protagonist of Mafia 2. Now we have John Donovan, who is a former CIA agent who meets Lincoln in Vietnam. Upon learning about Lincoln's near-death experience, he helps Lincoln in his quest for vengeance. Then we have Father James, who is a spiritual advisor and adoptive uncle to Lincoln Clay. He rescues Lincoln from the attack by the Marcano crime family and looks after him while he recovers. Then we have Ellis Robinson, who is Lincoln Clay's best friend and the son to Sammy Robinson. Then we have Sammy Robinson, who is the owner of Sammy's Bar and a father figure to Lincoln. Next we have the Marcanos. We have Sal Marcano, who is the primary antagonist. He's the Don of the Marcano family and the man behind all of New Bordeaux's problems. Then we have Jorge Marcano, who is Sal Marcano's son, who is an underboss in the Marcano crime family and a former friend of Lincoln Clay's. He is also the man that shoots him in the head under the orders of his father. Then we have Lou Marcano, who is Sal's brother, who is otherwise known as Uncle Lou, or to some in the comments, Donald Trump. He controls the French ward in New Bordeaux. Then we have Olivia Marcano, who is Sal Marcano's sister-in-law and a capo in the Marcano crime family. Then we have Tommy Marcano, who is Sal Marcano's brother and a member of the Marcano crime family. He runs the cage fighting arenas and is a massive fan of fire. Next we have the minor characters. Now this is a long list and I won't be showing you pictures of these characters just because 90% of them don't actually have pictures. If you want to see the minor characters for yourself, then click the link in the description to go to Mafia Wiki, which is a very good website. Okay, so getting on with the minor characters, we have alligators, police officers, the riverboat captain, we have Alvarez, who works for Sal Marcano making counterfeit money. We have Robert Albano, who is part of the Union extortion racket. We have Baca, they are former leader of the Haitian mob until he was killed by Lincoln Clay as a favour to Sammy Robinson. Dean Barbaro, who is an enforcer for the Marcanos and possibly related to Joe Barbaro. Roman the Butcher Barbieri, he works for Sal Marcano and is the man that gives our friend Burke that limp under the orders of Sal. Senator Blake, who is a member of the Senate who interviews John Donovan. Gus Borelli, who is an informant slash rat for the FBI. Giuseppe Buffa, who is a low-level enforcer working for the Marcano family and a former prize fighter. Danny Burke, who is Burke's son and he aids Lincoln in the heist. Nikki Burke, who is the daughter of Thomas Burke and a lieutenant in the Irish mob. Gianni Bruno, he was a doctor in the Vietnam War but now he is an associate of Vito Scaletta and a member of the Italian gang. He is the one that offers health upgrades. Jimmy Cavar, he owns Cavar Construction and is involved in various criminal activities with the Marcano crime family. Harold Colley is a reporter for the New Bordeaux Tribune. He supplies Lincoln Clay with information on Harry Robichaud's sex racket in the French ward. Enzo Conte, Enzo is the racket boss who runs the stolen goods racket in Barclay Mills for the Marcano crime family. Geezer Cruzat, he works as an enforcer for Jimmy Cavar. Terry Daly, he makes bombs for the Irish mob. Fiona Davidson, who is Burke's associate and an insider for him at the police department, she can call off the cops for Lincoln. Jackie Duvernay, or Jackie D, he is an associate of Cassandra. He will sell you weapons, ammunition, vehicle modifications, supplies and various upgrades through his mobile weapons shop. Alma Diaz is an associate of Vito Scaletta and handles all his smuggling operations for him. Then we have Dominic, who is Tony DeRazio's, the bald guy, his bodyguard. Then we have Bear Donnelly, he supplies Lincoln Clay with information about Bobby Bastion's PCP racket in Frisco Fields. Richie Doucette, he controls Delray Hollow after Sammy dies. Remy Duval, Remy is the leader of the Southern Union, which is a white supremacist group allied with the Marcano crime family. Bill Eakin worked for the New Bordeaux Tribune as an investigative reporter. Fabio Fulci, he is one of Roy's enforcers and part of a contraband racket. Doc Gaston Doc Gaston is the racket boss who runs a drug racket in the French ward. Jackie Grimaldi, who is a special agent with the US Treasury, she supplies Lincoln Clay with information about the Southern Union's activities in Frisco Fields. Judge Holden, and that's the judge that you see in all the trailers. Fede Loca, he is one of Sonny's enforcers and part of a protection racket. We have Senator Jacobs, he is the senator who Uncle Lou throws a party for on that big fuck off boat. Cliston Jean Baptiste, he is Cassandra's associate and can improve your weapons. Then we have Betty Johnson, Vito's associate and also his personal bank and Lincoln Clay's personal bank. They can come pick up money for you if you ever need them to pick up money. Emmanuel Lazare, a lieutenant in the Haitian mob who is responsible for bringing a steady supply of marijuana into New Bordeaux. Then we have Harry Robichaud, he's also known as Handsome Harry, and he is the racket boss who runs the sex rackets in the French ward along with his 3 enforcers, Irving Pichot, Ernie Lupo and Oscar Sabato. Ernie Lupo, he is one of the Handsome Harry's enforcers and a pimp in the French ward. Irving Pichot, he is also one of Handsome Harry's enforcers and a pimp in the French ward. Oscar Sabato, he is also one of Handsome Harry's enforcers and a pimp in the French ward. Then we have Perla Robinson. Perla was the wife of Sammy Robinson and the mother to Ellis Robinson. She was also a mother figure to Lincoln Clay. Then we have Agent Maguire. Now he's the one in all the trailers that's investigating the Marcanos and Lincoln Clay for fucking up the Marcanos. Rocky Marcano. Rocky Marcano is Olivia Marcano's husband, Sam Marcano's brother, and a member of the Marcano crime family. Jim McCormick. Big Jim McCormick is a detective in the New Bordeaux Police Department. Ralph McNary, he is part of a protection racket. Then we have Hank McGee, who is Burke's associate and delivers Lincoln cars. Jennifer Moran, Cassandra's associate, and she cuts the phone lines. Chester Moreau. Chester Moreau works for Olivia Marcano and finances the Southern Union. Bobby Navarro, who is Vito's associate and delivers muscle to Lincoln. Nestor Pellegrini, he is one of Roy's enforcers and part of the contraband racket. Then we have Sant'Angelo. Sant'Angelo is a heroin dealer who makes a deal with Sal Marcano. Then we have Uncle Andrew, Uncle Bartholomew, Uncle James, Uncle Jude and Uncle Thaddeus. They are all informers for the Southern Union. People that have no description are as follows: Frankie Bernard, Anthony Nostrano, Frank Pagani, Charles Laveau, Artie Higgins, Michael Greco, Leo Galante and Joe Barbaro. That is a long list of characters. I hope you followed it. But that is the end of my final pre-Mafia 3 news video. It's sad, I know. It's been a good year and I can't thank you guys enough for the support yous have shown throughout our shite humour. Tomorrow is the day. I'm skipping all my uni classes tomorrow to make the walkthrough for Mafia, so please join me tomorrow to start the story. If you're not going to watch the walkthroughs so you can play it for yourself, then I hope you enjoy the game. Anyway, my name is Taylor. I thank you for watching and I will speak to you tomorrow with Mafia 3! Yeah! Untouchable. Get